Peter comes home from meeting with his friends and he checks his mailbox as he enters the house. Among his letters, he finds a credit card bill of $10,000 of purchases he did not make. He is really upset and puzzled and angry. How do you think he feels?
Eleanor Powells, the director of the Artificial Intelligence Lab within the Science and Technology Innovation Program at the Wilson Center, asserts that many people in this generation do not know what life was like before AI.
They also assert that people truly lack the understanding of the meaning of personal privacy. It is an all-encompassing capture of our personal information, and it defines who we are and traces the shape of our lives. It is increasingly used for various purposes without our direct knowledge or consent. Individual privacy is increasingly more exposed online.
Does artificial intelligence use your personal information in an unethical way?
What does AI's use of your personal identifiable information mean to you?
According to Professor Aldana of the Department of Information Technology of the University of Milan in Italy,
online services users do not always realize that the information they disclose has secondary uses that groups the users together on the basis of common characteristics such as age or geographic location.
So Nathan Eddy, who is the Associate Director of the IT Analytical article in eWeek, says that your personal identifiable information is a jackpot for criminals who use your personal information, such as your contact information and your social security number, to commit crimes.
Increased global use of social media and online purchasing creates more opportunities to steal identities or perpetrate fraud online using stolen PIIs. Advancing technology in apps and personal identifiable information, such as full birth name, date of birth, driver's license, or other government-issued numbers such as bank or credit card account numbers, and financial and health records are required.
Artificial intelligence and web pages and social media access your personal identifiable information.
Criminals can also use AI to access your personal identifiable information, create a fake identity, access your bank accounts or credit scores, or even apply for a credit card using your PII. This is why it is of vital importance that one's PII should be kept in confidence and not exposed to the risk of being stolen, so that one's finances are kept secure.
Understanding the risk of our personal PII can be used without consent and are the targets of criminals. What are some strategies to overcome such issues?
To solve the problem, you need to only purchase or browse on secure websites. Here's how you attack our solution specifically. Make sure on the top left corner of your screen, there's a lock. The lock will represent that the website is secure. Ensure that the payment website is authentic and not a phishing site. Also, you can use strong passwords.
So why do we think that this solution is very important and is crucial? Here's the solution. Websites with this locked function, as you will see, right, are secure, and they prevent the hackers and the cyber thieves from getting your personal information. Then irreputable sites allow the hackers to access very sensitive and private personal identifiable information. If you have strong passwords that have capital letters, small caps, numerals, and special symbols, it makes it much harder for the hackers and the cyber thieves to figure out your password.
You might have some thoughts about why this action is not for you. You might think that it should be the government's responsibility to ensure that people's PII is safe, but actually, at the moment, there is not enough legislation to protect individuals, so they must protect themselves. You might also think that since so many people have their information on the internet, it is not necessary for you specifically to take steps to secure your information.
But actually, in his article on 2020 identity theft statistics, Robert Douglas, one of the nation's leading consultants specializing in the investigation and prevention of identity theft and scams, mentioned that
on May 14, 2020, 7 to 10% of the US population have their PII stolen and are victims of identity fraud each year. 21% of those multiple incidents of identity fraud. This can ruin your credit or your reputation, or even both.
So according to Professor Schneider of the DePaul University of Law. He's also a Fulbright specialist in cybersecurity and privacy. He says that United States has not developed a comprehensive framework and a regulatory framework for AI. So existing privacy and cybersecurity laws are outdated. So providing very minimal privacy and cybersecurity protection. So with the increase of data use in AI, yet the fraud protection is very minimal.
That's why it is crucial to have laws and regulations that protect the individual's personal identifiable information from unethical and unscrupulous use by AI and those who manipulate it for criminal use, such as identity theft.
We have seen how AI is invasive to our personal privacy and the unethical use of PII without consent. With this in mind, how will the future look like in terms of online protection?
If you do not take these steps to protect your personal identifiable information online, these can lead to severe problems. So example, you go online to Amazon and buy an item, and then you purchase it with your credit card, you receive it, and you think everything is fine.
A few months later, though, you receive a bill that you have made a purchase of luxurious items and you now owe over $10,000. You quickly realize that you never purchased these items. In this situation, artificial intelligence was not able to keep your personal identifiable information private. In turn, this results in you being in a situation where you have to pay all of that money.
Or imagine that you just searched up an item in Amazon that you would like to purchase. Then you log out and log into your social media and spot an advertisement with that same item.
This makes many individuals feel uncomfortable because everything you do on your electronics are being watched by artificial intelligence.
You might also notice that AI sometimes brings up ads enticing you to buy similar items at a discounted price.
So now that you know there are risks of this unethical artificial intelligence using your private information, it is crucial that we protect against these websites unlawfully using that to access to your personal information. So now you wonder, how can you help this situation?
Well, we all need to do our part to combat the use of our personal identifiable information for unethical purposes. We are supporting a petition for higher online consumer legislation to protect against the unethical use of PII by artificial intelligence without consent.
So we advocate for stronger legislation to prevent identity theft by signing the petition here. So we have already told you there is a need. Your personal identifiable information can be stolen and used by criminals. So we need to advocate for more legislation because there is no framework for that.
We all have a part to play to support the cause to prevent the unethical use of personal identifiable information by AI without consent.
We have the website information on how to protect your PII for you on the slide shown.
Please join us in signing up this petition for higher online consumer legislation to prevent the unethical use of PII by artificial intelligence without consent. Thank you.
Thank you.